Jupiter day. Okay. We got the Four of Swords in the upright. The Two of Cups in the reverse. And the Six of Cups in the reverse. And the bottom of the deck is the Moon card. The Moon card. The Two of Swords. Oh my God. All right. So it's giving that you're coming into some mental clarity about a situation that it's not working. There's no harmony, there's no balance, there's no give and take. You're in a place where you're ready to put this to bed, you put this to rest, put this to a close, close this chapter so you can enter a new chapter. Whatever, whoever was in your energy, there was no harmony, there was no reciprocity, there was no equal give and take. This was not your person, Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Um, but you're gaining the clarity about that. And it's saying that with this person, it can go two ways or maybe both ways. When we're with the wrong people, person, whether it's friendships, it's love, it's the wrong job, um, they form and create blockages in your life. When you have the wrong lover in your life, it will block the right person from coming into your life. It will block abundance. It will block prosperity. It will block divine alignment because you are misaligned and unaligned with the wrong thing. So some of us stay stuck, choose to be stuck, or we're just stuck out of other reasons. Sometimes these people force us to be stuck. That's a whole nother situation. That's a whole nother conversation. But this person had you confused, had you delusional, had you all up in your head. There was no clarity in this situation. There was no equal give and take in this situation. There was also no real, when you're with the right people and the right person, they bring out your inner child. When you're feeling good, you become like childlike. You want to create, you want to laugh, you want to, spread joy. When you're emulating that energy of joy and self-love, you want to spread that around to the people who are surrounding you. But it's saying that this person, you're getting the clarity that this is not your person. There was no equal give and take. There was no reciprocity. There was no love. There was no harmony. And this person had you in energy where they were blocking your blessings. They were blocking, your prosperity and your emotional well-being as well. Hi, hello. Blessed day. And they had you all up in your head, all confused. That's another way your blessings can be blocked. If you're all up in your head, these are mental cards. These are cards of the mind. Okay, let's pull some clarity for my Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hello, Rose. Any personal readings today? Any personal readings is the link in my bio. Link in my bio, okay? You can hit the link in my bio to book a personal reading. These are just like you have severe anxiety, I would recommend that you meditate and pray. Also, when you live in the energy of, when you're emulating the energy of anxiety, you're thinking too much about the future, too much what's to come, too much of things you got to do. You need to live in the present moment. Even if the present moment means you don't have what you have or have what you want, you still have to value and be in gratitude of that present moment. Depression is the past, anxiety is the future. Okay? So let's pull some clarity cards from our Libras. We got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Thank you so much. Of course, no problem. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Show some love. This love is free. Knight of Swords. You could always give back just by subscribing and liking and commenting and just showing love. We got the Four of Cups. And we got the Hangman in reverse. Okay. So it's giving the clarity is there's movement and action being delayed. The universe wants you to use your awareness. Use your awareness and your discernment about who's coming in your life, right? This Knight of Wands, this could be the person that's in your energy. This could have been, let's see. There's energy, it's giving action and movement is being delayed. This person that's in your energy has you all up in your head. You're overthinking, you're overly emotional. You're emotional about what didn't work out. Of course, we all have feelings. I'm always with God. Of course, we're always with God. God is always with us. Um, this situation that didn't work out with the Two of Swords, they had you confused. There was no clarity. And when they're in a situation when there's no clarity, when it's confusion, that's not your person, that's not your situation, that's not alignment. The right person for you, the godly person for you, the person God wants for you and is in alignment with you will not have you confused, will not have you overthinking, will not have you all up in your head trying to figure things out, okay? They will provide clarity. They will provide honesty, no matter how hurtful it could be. I'd rather be I'm in a place where before I was okay with like deception because I couldn't face reality. But you encounter situations and you just expand in life, like you just value I'd rather be hurt by the truth than hurt by a lie. Because you're gonna be hurt either way. You can't prevent the pain from life. Life is about suffering. Life is not just about happily ever after. That's that it can be. It bounces back and forth. We go through great things and we go through not so great things. But life, you learn through suffering. If God was just to give you the answers, here you go. This is your whole life direction. You're gonna fumble it. You're gonna fumble it. That's why some of us have to learn through hardship. Some of us have to learn through trials and errors. Some of us have to learn through suffering because suffering teaches you awareness, discernment, self love, wisdom. You're gonna learn more through suffering than just getting it the easy way. And I learned this 29 years later in my life. 29 years later in your life. The hangman in reverse is saying you're having a hard time letting it go. You're delaying the release. You're delaying this departure, but it's gonna leave whether you want it or not. The faster you stand in your power and release the situation, the faster alignment and abundance and the right lover and the right people and friendships and community and jobs will come to you and gravitate towards you. Hey, I'm from North Carolina. Oh, that's what's up. I think my cousin's from South Carolina. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's just pull an advice card. Libra, y'all gotta let it go. Give it to God. This is not your person, okay? I know it can be hard. One advice card for Libra. What advice card? Boy. Boy. Yeah. The moment you let this go is in the reverse. That means the upright is let go. Reverse is you're having a hard time letting it go and you need to let it go. The moment you let all this shit go, okay? This is two cups in reverse. This is not your person. It's not your person. There's no harmony. There's no reciprocity. Whatever you're giving, you're not receiving back in return. Okay? Okay? They're blocking your blessings. They're blocking creativity. You don't feel happy. You don't feel that childlike energy. Get out the nostalgia. Because 9 times out of 10, the reason why we stay in situations or go back to situations is really the nostalgia. It's really not that person. This person had you confused, all up in your head. Um, yeah. You have the clarity of what this shit is now. Okay? The moment you release this shit, put it in the upright because it's reversed. The moment you release this in the upright, you receive. You receive. You receive emotional stability. You receive self love and self value and self importance. You receive an overflow of peace. You may even receive a motherfucking better relationship that comes in that is for you. If you don't, say it again. Fuck patriarchy. That's what I'm talking about. If you don't feel safe, that's not for you. Friendships, relationships, family, workplace, it don't matter who, what, when, where, and why. If you don't feel safe, it's not for you. If there's no clarity, that's not your person. That person wants to bring deception and rose-colored glasses to reality. The person who values you, who loves you, who is a godly person, will not try to trick you, will not try to fuck with your head and your mental health. Like, let's be real. People don't realize the impact they place on you. A toxic, hurtful domestic violence relationship can really ruin your life. Not just physically, not just materialistically. You know the work you have to do psychologically. I had to be in therapy for 3 years, yo. I had to be in therapy for 3 years because I was in a relationship with their father where there was, physical abuse, but not so bad as the verbal and psychological abuse. This man used to have me locked up in the room just talking shit to me, and I was pregnant. I was pregnant. You know the harm you do to a person's psyche. Like, that's some evil shit. Like, there's evil people in the world. That's why you have to be heavy on your boundaries. Heavy, love yourself so fucking much. There's no such thing as loving yourself too much. Where people go wrong is like the ego, like, and like they go too far on the ego. You gotta have those ego deaths. We're not better than anybody, but just know your value is a balance. Know what you're worth. Know you're better than bullshit, but don't think you're better than people. Like, it's a balance. They will not extract from you. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Exactly. Exactly. They will not extract from you unless you allow them to. But we all have a story and we all have to surpass that shit at some point. Like, that shit don't phase me no more. That person put me, I was in the shelter for 3 years and I learned about my spirituality. Learned about my self-love. I learned about the cards. I learned about the astrology. I learned who I was. So it was a horrible person in a horrible situation, but these situations, it's fucked up to say that. These are fated situations that align you with your purpose, with your worth. So sometimes they're necessary. It's crazy to say. Some of these relationships are necessary because they are the catalyst. They are the catalyst into your awakening. Like, yeah, I'm going off. I'm going off. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.